Oke, keeper of the Orishas. Oke is one of the Orishas of the Yoruba pantheon that is closely related to Mother Earth, symbolizing the mountains, hills and elevations of the earth. He is a deity of great respect. He has many devotees for his great knowledge and wisdom. Much stability, prosperity and firmness are asked of him for men on earth. It has a lot to do with fertility, the progress of sowing and good harvests. It represents nature and the guide of life. It has great secrets that very few know, as the mysteries of Oliphan, the optimal state of man and the perfection that comes from Olodumare. He is the caretaker and protector of the earth at its best, takes care of all the Orishas and presents himself as a noble saint who aims to spiritually convert man through the mandates of Olodumare. He is an Orisha of respect within the religion. He lives up to his name that comes from the Yoruba language and means height, elevation and greatness. Regarding the other Orishas, Oke is Ashosi's brother and an inseparable friend of Obatala, and forms a trilogy with Ogae and Oko. Attributes, offerings and some characteristics. With its ota acute, the herbs of the machuaquilo or ashe of the Orisha and any type of powder are crushed. It is offered the same as to Obatala, and its vibration number and color correspond to it. In the representative figure it contains a hole in the upper part called a gourd where the animals are sacrificed for their offering. He lives on the floor in front of the basket, although in some houses in Cuba he is located next to Obatala and in other cases even inside his tureen. It is an Orisha of foundation. It does not settle, but is received in every consecration of Osha. The children of Yamaya, they receive it over the left shoulder. Syncretism, it is syncretized with San Roberto, Santa Marta and Santiago Apostol. The adaptation between the Orisha and the Catholic saints is considered by their status as caretakers. Oke, caretaker of the Orishas, and Santiago Apostol, for example, for being protector of the safety of Jesus when he climbed the mountain. Therefore, its date of celebration should be July 25th. The Orisha Oke, the first mountain at the beginning of the earth. Oke represents the hill. Everything that is elevated and high is the Orisha of the mountains and of the heights or elevations of the earth, and represents the firmness of Mother Earth. It is also related to fertility and good crops. It is represented as a noble Orisha who can spiritually convert a man according to the precepts of the supreme god Olodumare, and live next to the Orisha of purity Obatala. On the floor in front of the basket. Oke is a protective Orisha and has the strength to be the guardian of all the saints, has an energy of great strength, and in nature is presented as majestic. It is a pillar of the wise Obatala, and of the creator Olofi. Let's see now, a pataki that recalls the important role of Oke in the beginning of the world. Pataki, the story of Oke and the earth. At the beginning of the world, there was only sky and sea, and Olakan, the owner of the depths of the sea, reigned alone in the oceans, knowing all the secrets that the waters contain. But the great creator Olofi, he was bored, because they led a very empty existence. So he decided to create life on earth, and for this he had to start by creating places where he could cultivate to live. In addition, he should also look for that one, or those who would represent him and who would ensure peace and harmony on earth. It was then that Orina, with the strength that he gave Aloran, his hen and his bag, raised the first hill from the bottom of the sea, which he defended with all his might. Oliphan then gathered the other Orishas in Oke and pointed out to each one their domain and their natural forces, with which they could help men to make life on earth. But if Oke had not been born, none of this would have taken place and men would not have been able to settle anywhere. And that is why the Babalawis always say that you have to remember him and make him Ebo. And it is that there is always the doubt, what would happen if Oke Yakut sank again and left Olakan alone in a world of water? As an extra fact, you should know that Oke lives outside of Obatala in his own house as shown in the photo. Apami Cuba.